temperature up here, and the Inside Edge podcast is back. Now, you may remember we posted 69 podcasts up until November 2022, when Paul, the co-host of the podcast, decided to leave the ski industry. So it's taken me 2 years to find a suitable replacement, but we've now got, fresh from the slopes, my new podcast co-presenter, the one and only Wouter.
Hi everyone.
Hi Wouter, how are we doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So what we're going to do in this podcast, folks, is we're going to just introduce Wouter. He's going to give you a little bit of his history, and then we will then have subsequent episodes of the podcast coming to you probably every 1 week to 10 days. So Wouter, where are you from?
I am from Holland.
Okay, so you're now telling me I'm doing a podcast with a Dutch person.
That is correct.
Right, okay.
But I've lived here half my life, but originally, yes.
Okay, so you've been in Austria for quite some time, so you've been de-Dutched.
I am de-Dutched, yes.
Good.
Thank
That's
God.
perfect, thank God for that. Okay, so how long have you been in Kaprun?
This is 27 years now. This is my 27th season.
Wow.
So
And you came as what? As a trainee ski teacher, or were you already qualified?
I came here to do a qualification. I was doing a course in Vienna.
Okay.
And I met some people in Vienna, and they were working for the ski school here in Kaprun. And we were talking about skiing, and they said, "Oh, you're a good skier, so why don't you do the ski instructor qualification, and we'll set you up with a job." So I came here. I did my Anweerter. They kicked me off the Anweerter on day 8.
Why?
I still.
Well, I didn't know this.
Because I had a big gob, and I was late twice.
Okay.
I've been quite a naughty boy, and then I still worked for the ski school here the entire season, and I did my Anweerter and finished it, one of the best ones the year after. And then
good.
I stayed in the ski industry ever since.
Okay, and then you've worked your way up. You have done the Landis Ward, and then you've done your Landis, and then when did you do Statlik?
I did my Statlik. I finished in 2005. So
That's
I
nice.
finished in 2005. So it's about 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Wow.
One of the most legendary Statligen. And then I've done a trainer course. I have done a skivuur, so my mountaineering ski, guiding, the winter side of it, and I've got a ski school here. And I had some other things on the side.
Okay, so you worked for the ski school, which I worked for. This is how we kind of met, and then you moved away from the ski school to do what?
I still was working for the ski school.
Mm-hmm.
I started SIA actually. I founded it. I started with one person, and then every year it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I stepped away from SIA as an owner in May this year, and to start on my ski school, really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the ski school has been there for a few years, but you haven't operated it as the ski school. It was there as the operator license for the SIA, right?
That's correct.
So you're now concentrating on the ski school. What's the ski school called?
Snow Sports Kaprun.
Snow Sports, is it Snow Sports?
Kaprun.
Kaprun, not Snow Sports Company Kaprun.
It is Snow Sports Company Kaprun officially.
Okay.
But I call it Snow Sports Kaprun. Yeah.
All right, so Snow Sports Kaprun, the new place to go and learn to ski.
That is
in
correct.
Kaprun. Good stuff. So how do you see the future now? Because this is like the first season. How are you going to build this ski school? How are you getting your clients? Obviously, this is going to be one avenue. We're going to get clients via the podcast. But what's the plan?
The plan is I'm offering camps. So I'm doing technical camps, performance camps, improver camps. I've got ultimate camps, so you can book multiple weeks and really improve your skiing. Beginner camps even, that's throughout the entire season, so it's small groups, and it's every week from Sunday to Thursday. So it's not the classical ski school lessons, it's small groups. You get guaranteed a level 4 instructor and trainer. And I'm doing ski touring, so we've got ski touring camps as well, and multiple day packages where you stay up on a remote hut on
Cool.
1,500 meters above sea level, and we cook for you. It's luxury apartments, and we do every day from there. It's a base. The base from there, and we do every day a different tour. The owner of the hut, he's got a ski-doo, and you drive the luggage up, and you'll be taken care of for the next 4 days then. And I'll do, of course, private lessons.
Okay, so traditional lessons, the camp element, touring, and the ability to stay up in a hut.
Correct.
On a mountain. Cool. We in fact did a combined camp, didn't we? Last week.
Yes.
So last week we had the Snow Camp Europe kick-off camp, and we actually combined it with Wouter. So one of the groups was with me, one of the groups was with Wouter, and that worked pretty well. Everyone was happy.
Good.
And we will probably be combining some other camps in the future as well. So any snowboarding?
I do offer snowboarding as well.
Okay, so snowboarding is a possibility.
Yes.
And how many teachers have you got in the ski school?
We're all together. Because it's the first year, so I've got 3 others. So me and 3 others, and there's you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 others, and we have a cooperation. But the plan is, of course, to build this out because the future is really in small ski groups where you get guaranteed an experienced trainer, experienced instructor, whatever you want to call it, who is at least a level. You're looking for at least a level 3 instructor,
with a load of experience.
Yeah, with a lot of experience. Yeah. It's nothing against level 1 or level 2s. But there's just a lack of experience and also the ability.
Yeah, it's interesting, and we're going off tangent a little bit, but I'm aware that at the moment the exams are going on the glacier, and there are some people who did their Anverter in the very beginning of November, who've done their Landis 1, and on the 10th of December are going straight onto their Landis 2, which would get them pretty much their level 3 qualification, albeit there's a couple of other modules until that's completed. But those people will go to ski schools as Landis 2 part qualified teachers and pretty much never taught a day in their life.
Yeah.
Which
also most of the times they won't. 95% of them won't pass. They're not passing the Landis 2 level 3 because of lack of experience. Unless maybe they're ex-racers, Okay, they pick it up really quickly. But besides that, and also there's a lack of experience. You've never taught. You need some experience. You need, there's different abilities in teaching. There's different, people, clients. Everyone learns different. Everyone needs a little bit different. Everyone needs, different banter, different feedback. So it takes skill and experience.
Yeah. So let's see how many of those that are doing that and thinking they're going to pass really do pass. So going back to the main topic, as well as operating in Kaprun, where else can you operate?
Me?
Yeah. Ski school.
Operate anywhere really in the world, but I cannot, of course, open a ski school anywhere. But I can operate anywhere.
But in the area here, obviously the lift pass covers multiple places. Are you going to be offering to take people in Saalbach and Hinterglemm and Fieberbrunn or Leogang? Or of
course, yeah, everything that covers the area. We go and ski there.
Cool.
So we Saalbach, Zellemzee, Leogang. You name it.
Cool. For those of you who aren't familiar with the area of Kaprun, the Alpencard covers not just the glacier in Kaprun and the Maiskogel in Kaprun, it also covers Zellemzee ski area, the Saalbach, Hinterglemm, Leogang, Fieberbrunn ski circuits, and is it 418 kilometers of piste? So it's a pretty sizable area. If you've never visited this area before, and you do want to take some lessons or join a camp, then we do take the camp groups also to Saalbach, ski down into Leogang and Hinterglemm, especially in the January camp where we aim to ski 5 different resorts.
And also to interrupt you, Andy, because it's 418 kilometers of piste, so it's one of the bigger area ski resorts here in Austria, but it's also one of the most modern ones. So especially with the hotels, so Saalbach and Hinterglemm and Leogang, they have really good 5-star hotels compared to St. Anton. I don't want to slack off St. Anton; it's fantastic skiing, but if you look at quality price wise, it is pretty good. Also the off-piste, and I think St. Anton has got a good competitor with this ski resort.
I think obviously Fieberbrunn is renowned for free ride, isn't it? Saalbach's got some good areas for off-piste, and where the powder, and literally tomorrow or Tuesday would be fantastic, because as we speak it's been snowing for about 24 hours.
Correct, and it's not overrun, so there's always somewhere you find powder, like in St. Anton Legertzuurs. Everything is tracked out pretty quick, and here, especially if you like skinning, there is places where there's no one, so it's
cool.
and also skiing wise easy accessible from the ski lift.
And you say ski lifts there, the ski lift system is also ultra modern. I don't think, from memory, I've seen one surface lift in between Saalbach and Hinterglemm, other than on the very nursery slopes. So the main ski area, there's very few surface lifts, and literally all of the chairlifts and gondolas have been replaced in the last 10 to 15 years, if not the last 5 years. So everything's ultra modern, heated seats, canopies coming over for weatherproofness. Even down in Leogang, I think I've only ever seen one surface lift, which is the teaching slope at the very top.
Right.
So a very modern lift system, as we've got here in Kaprun as well, because the lifts on the glacier have been replaced and modernised in the last 8 to 10 years. Zalmzee is pretty much, there's only one really old, which is it called now, Hirschgogel lift is the oldest one over there.
But also there they changed the lifts, so the seats though, so it looks a little bit more
They changed it for this season, I think.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay, cool. So it looks a bit more modern.
Yeah.
All right, good. Is it weatherproofed?
Yes.
Ah, perfect.
Yes.
Because that was on the way back from, if you're skiing back through Zelde to Arite at the end of the day, and it's a cold, damp, miserable day, that was always a bit of a ball chiller.
Correct. Hypothermia lift.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. So anything else that people should know about Wouter, the new host of the Inside Edge podcast?
No, you probably learn to know me. I'm pretty chilled. I've got loads of, now over the years, I've accumulated so much expertise and experience, and I'm quite laid and chilled back, and
You've also, I think it's important to say, you've also worked for the Snow Sports Academy, the Vienna band, as an examiner for many years.
Yeah, I still am, and I have, so I have been an examiner for the association, and still am. That is correct, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And would you describe yourself as quite an outspoken person when it comes to your thoughts on the ski industry?
I've always had especially the last couple of years, I've changed my own method of teaching, I've changed my own method of skiing. And I've always had a little bit my own opinion about skiing technique. So yes, it's compared to the Austrian way, definitely.
Okay, but then that's why you're going to get so much value out of the podcast, everybody, because obviously I've got my thoughts. I'm relatively outspoken about certain things, especially the French. Wouter's quite opinionated, so you should be able to get some value. Don't forget, folks, if you've got any topics you want us to talk about, then put them in the comments and we will debate them or rip them apart or tell you our thoughts. And equally, if you have any questions for myself or for Wouter, then pop them in the comments. But I think that's a pretty good place to finish this first kind of introduction to the new co-host of the podcast, unless you've got anything else to add.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
The outspoken one has got nothing to add. From Andy from Snow Camps Europe and
Wouter from Snow Sports Kaprun.
We will see you on the next podcast very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Is that right?
Yeah? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.